With the Hayabusa hard fork coming in December, VeChainThor is upgrading its consensus mechanism to become even more decentralized. Anyone will be able to become a validator, and in this video we're going to look at everything you need to know to get started. VeChain is switching from proof of authority to delegated proof of stake. And with this new consensus mechanism, security is given by the amount of VET staked in the staker contracts. And the more VET that's staked to the network, the higher the block rewards will be. Delegators will stake VET to the validator of their choice, and they'll receive rewards for blocks produced, along with some multipliers for the tier of that validator or the node type. There's a transitory phase that happens after the hard fork. From the 2nd until the 9th of December, this 7-day period, only existing proof of authority nodes will be able to stake. After this transition, we'll still have 101 validators, but we'll also have a queue of inactive validators that can start producing blocks and earning rewards once one of the 101 leave. Right, so now we've got that covered, let's have a look at how we register our validator. Before we dive in, we actually need to talk about a couple of little security reminders for everybody. The first thing being, make sure you double check the smart contract address for the staker contract. It's really, really important. The second one is to always back up your masternode key, and you can do that with the command on screen. Third, never share your private keys with anyone. It kind of goes without saying, but it's always good to be reminded of that. And finally, always double check transactions before signing and submitting them. Right, so now we've covered that, let's have a look at how we actually register a validator. We're going to need a couple of things in hand. So firstly, we're going to need a minimum of 25 million VET, up to a maximum of 600 million. Then the next thing is we're going to need our validator address. Thirdly, we need our vWorld wallet extension set up with our endorser account. And finally, we need to know how long we want to set our validator staking period for. This will auto renew, and we have a couple of different options. We can do 7, 15, or 30 days in blocks. Here's a few key points about staking. The first thing is that your VET gets locked up in the staker contract. Secondly, staking periods renew automatically after they expire. So if you stake, or if you set your time period for 7 days, then every 7 days it'll auto renew until you choose to leave. To exit, you need to signal your intention and then wait until your staking period expires, followed by an extra 24-hour kind of cooldown period for your node to be deactivated. Finally, we can only stake whole units of VET as well. So we can't do 10.5 VET, we can only do 10 or 11. Okay, so we've got everything together. Now we can have a look at how to register our validator using the inspector tool. Step 1 is to open the inspector, which is inspector.vchain.in through the vWorld wallet extension. The next thing is to click add and type staker. And that'll show you in the drop-down menu, staker with built in. And this is the contract we want to interact with, but double check the smart contract address before you go any further. Next, we're going to access the add validation function. And you do that by clicking on right and then scrolling down to add validation and then clicking on it to open up the form for the parameters. When we're filling in the parameters, we want to put our validator address in the validator field. And then we're going to put the value is a minimum of 25 million, remember, up to a maximum of 600 million. And finally, for our staking period, we're going to put 7, 15, or 30 days in blocks. And you can check the numbers on screen now or in the description. Finally, we can execute and confirm the transaction. And we do this by double checking all the values, clicking execute, and then confirming, checking and confirming the transaction in vWorld. Cool, so now we've registered our validator. The next step is to confirm that registration actually worked. To verify that our validator was added, we can go to the Get Validation function under the Read tab, and we can call this function with our validator address, and it should return our validator details. Right guys, that's it for this video. That's how to become a validator. Remember, there's a transition period between the 2nd and the 9th of December where only pre-existing proof of authority nodes can stake. We have to wait till after the 9th of December to register our validators. And don't forget to always prioritize security, double check transactions and smart contracts before you interact with them. All right, that's it for this video guys. I will catch you in the next one.